What's up, guys? This is Kyle from Wax Museum, back with another mail video, and as you can already probably tell, I've got an assortment of stuff here, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's start with this small stack, or most of the stack. I'm going to leave a card behind. Talk about that in just a moment here. This first card was a gift from my friend Josh, who's a Pistons fan. Even though he's a Pistons fan, I think the letter said something to that effect, so that was nice of him to send that my way. This is a 2024-25 Prism. It's the red, white, and blue. Now, I also grabbed, and these were purchases on eBay, I grabbed a trio of silvers. So one of those will go in my silver binder. The others could be part of a possible project. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here. It might or might not involve this roll of material that I purchased. I don't know if it's going to work. So I would say, hey, stay tuned to the channel. That video might be coming in the future. I don't know if it is or not. I'm going to try. I'm going to play around and see what I can come up with. And if I can create something that I'm happy with, then yes, there might be a video that goes along with that, right? Because everyone wants a gold vinyl for Prism basketball. Okay. Next up, speaking of gold cards, this is a Jarris Walker. This is the McDonald's gold. One of them, I've got 3 different designs or poses now. As far as I know, that's all that he's got in that product. I can't imagine they would have any more than that, but who knows. Anyway, that showed up on my eBay searches. It was like $6 or $7 shipped. It was pretty cheap, and I'm hoping he does pretty well in this first Bucks series here. He did get 17 minutes in Game 1, so hoping we see more from Jarris Walker. I think he's going to be important when it comes to defending Giannis, but either way, happy to grab that. It's numbered 16 out of 50. Next up is one that you wouldn't normally see on here. This is a Knicks card. This is a Julius Randle Knicks patch from the new, I think it's National Treasures. Yep, 2023-24 National Treasures. This was just super cheap. It was like 10 or 11 bucks plus shipping, so I think it was like 17 bucks total after tax, but nice big patch. I like that it's numbered 25 of 25. And this stuff, I don't know, it's probably a little underrated in my opinion, some of this game-worn stuff. Who knows what's going to happen moving forward, so anytime I see that at a reasonable price, I try to pick that up. All right, the next mail day, then, fittingly, is from my friend Will, who's a Knicks fan. He found this first card here at a show and was kind enough to send it my way. So this is a 4-on-4 Fabrics, and it is numbered 27. Sorry about that glare there. 27 of 65. So you see the guys on there. TJ Ford, Marquise Daniels, Josh McRoberts, Roy Hibbert. And what I think is funny, guess what team's on the back? Not that this was any sort of rivalry around that time. I mean, yeah, they're both in the same division, but I thought that was pretty funny. So we got Luke Ridnour, Joe Alexander, Keith Bogans, and Charlie Villanueva. And another real cool thing about this is, because there's so much real estate taken up by the pictures and the jersey material, these had a separate COA. So first off, it lists the players for you. This is from 2009, 2010. So mind you, this is when Upper Deck knew they had already lost the license, and they're still doing stuff like this. So you've got that sticker, and then it goes into detail, and I won't read every single one of them for you there, but, the TJ Ford was from the Raptors, Luke Ridnour from the Sonics, Joe Alexander was from the photo shoot, and they encourage you, please keep this COA as verification of your memorabilia trading card. So how often do you see that? That's pretty cool. So thank you, Will. And he also threw in this Bill Bradley that he got from Bill Bradley's social media team for some sort of contest. I think they sent him several. So that's pretty cool. It was created by them. It's a good looking card though. Pretty nice design. All right, next up we've got 3 more cards here. This one is an Obi Toppin Prism Deca Gold. I'm still slowly chipping away at those. I don't know if I'll finish that team set. This one got lost in the mail for like a month, and I had pretty much considered it all but gone. And my friend Carter posted about some lost packages he had, and he posted something like, don't give up on those packages, because he had some that several that showed up on the same day that had been missing. And I don't know if it was 2 or 3 days after that, lo and behold, this one shows up on tracking again as well. And I'd already put a missing mail search in with no success for a few weeks. So like I said, I just assumed it was lost. It was not. It eventually showed up, and very happy to have that, because I'd rather have the card than the cash. It's hard for me to track down another copy of this for a reasonable cost. So very happy that ended up working out. Okay, last one here. I did something that I do about once a year, so I'm not a huge fan of it. I joined a break, and more specifically a player break. And it's funny, this immaculate Halliburton spot cost me more than the Pacers would have cost me years ago, but we are in a different era, so it is what it is. But I did not get skunked. Very happy about that. In fact, I think I at least broke even on my entry cost here. I got a prime patch. Unfortunately, there are no breaks in it, so it's just gold, right? It's numbered 4 out of 25, and you can see the blockchain design on here. So this is part of a set. I think it's called Immaculate Blockchain. You can see that at the top, Immaculate Blockchain. And it comes with a digital version of the physical card that you pulled. So I'm not trying to bash that. I think, as far as I understand it right now, it seems kind of goofy to me. So I'm hoping that someone can explain to me, if there is really any significance to that, because I don't need to track the card because I've already got it. It's in my possession. In fact, if I can sell this card and it's got any sort of value, I probably will. As long as that person knows, like, I'm keeping the physical card, I don't need the digital copy. So I know there are people out there that trade this sort of stuff, so maybe that is a possibility. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know if you participated in that blockchain program, either willingly or something like this has happened, because I'm curious to see what's going to become of that. But otherwise, a lot of stuff here that I like. Got a nice patch, got a nice gold, got a nice dual player relic, game worn relic. Maybe I don't like the Knicks part as much. Jarris Walker, and then, of course, like I said, some Halliburton stuff. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Remember, there are new episodes of the audio podcast that come out every Thursday. And as always, thanks for watching.